If you're a content creator on YouTube or other platforms where you make videos, you know the grind of editing your work. It is so tedious. It takes so long. It takes hours upon hours upon hours just to get a few videos out the door and ready for consumption. This is why I recently outsourced my editing to VidChops, and I did a video on my initial experience with VidChops, but I want to talk in this video about why you should outsource your editing, what often keeps us from outsourcing our editing, what kept me from outsourcing my editing for so long, and then want to tell you about some of the ways that you can do it, whether you hire a company like VidChops or hiring directly. It is so amazing to hand this task off to someone else, probably going to do it faster and better and cheaper than you can. At least this has been my experience. I'm going to tell you all about it in this video, so for that, stick around. My name's Lane. I love to help online entrepreneurs create and grow online businesses. If you're into that kind of thing, be sure to subscribe. And I want to give you my free guide to creating your first $500 online. You can go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. My super simple guide to your first $500 online. This is my exact process and steps that I took to create 2 online businesses that are doing 6 figures, soon to be multiple 6 figures and on to 7. I'm going to lay out the exact steps from idea to making it happen for you. So go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. It's totally free. My gift to you to say thanks for stopping by. All right, so let's dive into it. Editing, it is a chore, it is a task. I have edited hundreds upon hundreds of videos for my different YouTube channels over the years, and I put out somewhere between 3 to 4 videos a week. So I'm still editing a lot of videos, even though I've handed some of those off to an editor. But I want to talk about why I held off for so long to hand off editing. And it was simply the time. It's like anything else in your business that you want to hand off to an assistant. You think, at least I think, this is going to take so long for me to explain to someone, for me to find somebody, for me to make sure that they're doing it the way I want them to do it. What am I going to have to give them in terms of information? How much is it going to take? What's it going to cost? Not just the time, but the money. All of that together held me back for so long. But what I have found in the last several weeks of having someone else do a good amount of my videos is that, number one, it really didn't take that long, it wasn't that expensive, and it was easy to find someone. Now, I used a company called VidChops. I do have a referral link in the description below, which helps me out if you click on it and go through and purchase that. But whether you use VidChops or not, what I have discovered is that when someone who is their job to edit videos starts editing your videos, you're gonna find 4 things to be true. Number one, they're gonna do it faster. I am way slow at editing, even though I thought I was very fast. I've done hundreds of videos and I can actually edit faster than I used to be able to edit. But every hour that I sit there editing a video is an hour that I'm not doing other things in my business. So the fact that I was spending so many hours a week editing just goes to show how mismanaged my time was. And actually looking back on it, it's actually kind of embarrassing that as a person who wants to think of this as a business and who wants to look at this as I'm the business owner, not just an operator in the business, it's actually kind of embarrassing how much time I was spending in the nitty-gritty of editing. Now, I'm not above any task in my business. I'll do anything to make this thing grow. And initially, when I first started, that was my attitude, and it's necessary and natural to feel that way. I did everything. I wrote every email, responded to every email, edited every video, worked with every client, the whole thing. But if I want my business to grow, I've got to be able to hand these off to other people who can turn it around faster, and it frees my time up. The second thing you're gonna find is that your videos are going to be better. I don't know about you, but I've never had training in editing. I'm not a professional video designer. I'm not a professional editor. It is not my thing. So even though I liked my videos and I felt like I got pretty good at making them, guess what? My editor is better at making my videos than I was. And I'm able to give feedback on exactly what I want changed. I can make revisions and assign revisions. All that is there, but they're just better at it than me. And what I found is that the quality of my videos actually increased exponentially just by handing them off to someone else. Next, it's less expensive than you think. For whatever reason, I thought this was gonna cost me thousands of dollars a month, that it was gonna be something well into the future that I would ever do, that it's not really in the cards right now. But honestly, VidChops will do 4 videos a month for $325, or you can do double that for $595. Either way, it's pretty cool that you can get all of that for less than $1,000 a month, and in my case, less than $500. I mean, I'm spending $325 for 4 videos a month. That's 1 video a week, just about, which is pretty great. And if you break down the time that I was spending editing and how much that would have been per hour if I was paying myself what I'm worth, which is about $125 an hour, it would be way more than that. In other words, I was doing a $30 or $40 an hour task, editing videos, when I really should reserve my work for $125 and above an hour task, if that makes sense. The fourth thing that you'll find, and this is really a combination of the fact that it's faster and better and cheaper, you are able to record more content. I actually have been making more videos than I ever have before, and it's mostly because someone else is doing the editing. Used to be, even when I was batch recording, I would record a video, sit down, get started editing, realize that I'm halfway through editing, I might as well finish, and then a couple hours go by, and then I'm exhausted when I come back to the camera to record again. Well, now I can just crank out video after video after video, upload them to the portal, and just kind of walk away from it. And the next day I wake up and the first video is ready. The next day after that, the next video is ready. The next day after that, the next video is ready. It's amazing. And I don't have to be glued to the process start to finish, so I end up producing way more content. So for those reasons, if you are a content creator and you have not outsourced your editing, check out VidChops. It's a great place to start. It's easy. My link is below. Either way, whether it's VidChops or otherwise, you are going to benefit from hiring out your editing, at least even if it's just some of your editing, which is what I've done so far. And if you want to go further in this, I have a demo of VidChops right here, so you can click right there and you can see how all this works inside VidChops, what it looks like in the dashboard. So click right there and I'll see you in that video.